first day of school vibe. I can appreciate that as a father of girls who just recently went through that. What's day 2 been like? You guys having fun? You loving your classmates, your teachers?
Absolutely. Just all part of the process, and continue to work on habits. Continue to emphasize, what we want to do, both offensively and defensively, but just building the culture of how we want to play Laker basketball this season. So, good 2 days so far.
I know since the Russ deal went down, you guys have spent a lot of time together talking about what it would look like. I know you've been Olympic teammates, all-star games. Just what have you picked up over the last 2 days? We always hear about his kind of relentless competitive fire. Has that been on display?
Of course. So something that he's showing me that I didn't already know. We've been competing and been, like you said, teammates years and all-star games and Olympic team. Just know the fierce competitor he is, but such a great teammate as well, communicator. And we always just in a constant dialogue how we can be better for one another, but also for the greater team.
Right.
Lebron, any of the new guys, I know you know the whole league, right? You watch all the teams play, but anybody that's come in and you've seen, I like the way that this might fit with what we do, we being the guys that have been here. How has that started to come to a head after just a couple of practices?
I would say K9, Bays, and DJ. They've picked up some things. Obviously, Rondo and Dwight they already kind of know our system. So that goes without saying. But I think Bays, K9, and DJ has been playing really good ball for us. But just learn our system pretty fast. And so that's great to have.
And then I wanted to ask you about transition. So you guys led the league in fast break points 2 years ago. It was right there with Toronto. Last year it took a step back for a number of different reasons. Just wondered how much of a point of emphasis that is, how much of that is dictated by you guys, how much Frank wants it in, Russ's inclusion, all that. Like, how do you think that'll impact the team this year?
Well, we definitely want to get back to run. I think that's the best part that we can do this year is our ability to get out and run. I mean, obviously, Russ is always top 5 in pace in our league, so being able to use that and use that to our advantage is going to be beneficial to our overall offense.
Okay.
Carmelo brought up the 2004 Olympic team and said that to win it with this team would feel like that team we got the bronze. How do you manage the belief factor in a new roster versus trying to avoid the expectation pressure?
If you know me, it's all about the work that we put in. It's day to day. Every day we're just trying to get better and better. It's all about the process. I don't get too much too far ahead of me because I love the process of working towards trying to get to the ultimate goal, but you have to put in the work every day. So we're in a good place 2 days into the season.
Your first year in Miami, there was a ton of anticipation around the league for that roster. Compare the feeling of this roster to that at all, or is it completely different?
It's a different feeling, but there's just a lot of excitement around our league in general. It's a lot of great teams out there, a lot of great players, and we happen to have some really good players on our team. Where we can come together as a team to where we can all showcase our talent for the greater team. That's the most important.
Transitioning from Miami, you're back to number 6 this year, which is obviously the number you wore there, and the number you wore in practice. What was the thinking behind the change, and then is there anything different in terms of your mentality that goes with that?
It's always been a part of me, to be honest. 6 has a lot of meaning to me, not only from my family and numbers and things of that nature, to what I believe in and things of that sort. But my mentality doesn't change. Going out, being an overall basketball player, trying to dominate at all facets of the game, and being a great teammate and being a great leader. Obviously, you can tell I've been yelling over the last couple of days. Just trying to implement everything as my voice is deteriorating as the minutes go on, but that's a good thing.
Is that a competitiveness thing? Is that hey guys, here's how we do it here kind of thing?
A little bit all, a little bit everything.
Last 2, Dan.
Hey, Lebron. A couple summers ago, your plate was incredibly full. Obviously, you had movie stuff, you had more than a vote stuff, you had, it's a never-ending cycle, right? Was there more time to unplug before this season? You talked about a mental refresh a little bit. Was there more time for just sort of you and nothing this summer, all things considered? And are you feeling are you feeling that at all?
I got a little bit of time for just me, but I had a movie that came the movie that I was shooting 2 years ago dropped this year, so I had to do a lot of stuff for that. But I do a lot of other things. But I did get an opportunity to get some me time, some family time, some friends time. Recalibrate, recenter myself. I took advantage of the time that we had off just away from the game, while at the same time putting in my work and coming into camp in the best shape I can be in to this point of the season.
Have you felt a tangible difference in these first two practices versus last year?
Say that again.
Felt like a tangible difference, in these two practices versus those first two last year when you guys are like 75 days removed or something like that?
Yeah, it's just the energy, energy alone. Last year after coming off the bubble, it literally took everything away from you. Any little bit of energy that you had, it was completely gone when we left there. So, to come back into the season with the quick start that we had, kind of the life of the party was a little bit just like, it was just kind of stale, rightfully so. Guys just didn't get an opportunity to have a mental break. You can definitely feel the energy shift a lot more than, this season, the first two practices compared to last.
Last question, Alan.
Hey, Lebron. Just curious. I know there's probably a number of goals before you get to the season starting. There's specific one or two that you key on specifically for yourself this stage of your career between now and when the regular season starts?
I think it would be, getting back into playing shape. Like, I feel great. I got my body in, like I said, the best possible chance to be in the best shape I can be, but there's no simulation for once you get out on the floor. You start going 5-on-5. You got other grown men leaning and bumping on you and, hanging on you and things of that nature. So getting my win, that's one, and then getting my rhythm. How long is still doing that? So, obviously, we talk with the coach, Coach Bo, we'll talk with Mike Mancias and the training staff on, how we, balance out the preseason, things of that nature where I can get some rest, but also at the same time get in rhythm, get my win too. So, but my win and my rhythm is most important for me.